In this video, I will tell you everything I know about the upcoming AMD Radeon RX 7700 XT graphics card, including its specs, performance in games at 4K and 1440p resolution, release date, and price. But first, a quick message from a sponsor. Buy your Windows 10 or 11 key for less from cdkeyoffer.com at the link in the description below. Use code IV20 to get a 25% discount that brings the price down to as low as $16. You can securely check out with PayPal and receive your Windows key in minutes, ready to be activated on your PC. Now back to our topic. Let's begin with RX 7700 XT specs. This graphics card is based on Navi 32 GPU, which it shares with the upcoming RX 7800 XT and RX 7800 graphics cards. It means that 7700 XT has to use a heavily cut-down version of Navi 32 chip to make it financially viable. Still, it remains a very impressive feat of engineering from a technology point of view. Navi 32 is AMD's latest and greatest achievement, featuring multi-chip design with the compute die manufactured using TSMC 5nm process and packaged together with 4 chips also manufactured by TSMC but on a cheaper 6nm process. FYI, Nvidia still makes RTX 40 series graphics cards using single-chip monolithic designs where compute, cache, as well as other parts of the GPU are incorporated into one chip. A large chip is more expensive to produce than a bunch of smaller chips, which can later be packaged together. So it appears that AMD has Nvidia bit on the technology and economics part for now. Too bad that it does not translate well into performance of AMD's products, as they are still struggling to catch up to Nvidia in that department. By the way, the top-tier Navi 31 GPU found in RX 7900 XTX and XT features a more expensive version of this tech, with a larger compute die and 6 cache chips instead of 4. The full Navi 32 GPU has 3840 shader cores. However, RX 7700 XT uses a cut-down version of this GPU and features just 3072 shader cores and 48 ray tracing cores, paired with 12GB of GDDR6 memory across a 192-bit bus. It is a decent improvement compared to its predecessor RX 6700 XT, which is the best-selling AMD card of the previous generation according to the Steam hardware survey. The question is, will RX 7700 XT be an even bigger success? To find the answer, first we have to have a look at its performance and price. Let's take a look at the performance. Taking into consideration all the data we have, I estimate that RX 7700 XT will perform close to RX 6800 in the worst case scenario and around RX 6800 XT in the best case. That is true for both 4K as well as 1440p resolutions. Here's how that may look like in some of the games you are likely familiar with. Expect to see between 37 and 42 FPS average in Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K on high-quality preset. Looking at this result, I would say that 7700 XT will not be a great choice for playing future AAA games at 4K without making serious compromises in terms of graphics settings. On the other hand, older games such as Shadow of the Tomb Raider will run just fine. Expect 64 to 74 FPS average in this title using the highest quality preset. I do not think that 7700 XT will be a good choice for playing modern competitive shooters at 4K either. I expect to see between 99 and 112 FPS average in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer on basic quality. To fully enjoy such a game, I prefer to have well above 120 FPS for a smooth gaming experience. Let me know in the comments below if you think differently. And that is why I think that RX 7700 XT will be a good choice for gaming at 1440p resolution. For example, in Cyberpunk 2077 on high preset I expect to see 83 to 95 FPS average, which is a very nice result, providing confidence that the upcoming AAA games are going to run at 60 plus FPS on this graphics card just fine at 1440p resolution in the near future. Older games will be a smooth treat to play, as I expect 116 to 134 FPS average in Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the highest quality preset. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer will be an amazing experience on a high refresh rate 1440p monitor with 160 to 179 FPS average. As for the price, it is my educated guess based on the next-gen graphics card pricing we have seen so far this year. I think RX 7700 XT will have MSRP of $500 or more. There is no info on the exact release date yet, but it will most likely launch within the next several months. Computex 2023 event at the very end of the spring is the perfect opportunity for AMD to reveal new products. So we may see 7700 XT as well as other upcoming AMD GPUs then. Now coming back to the question of will RX 7700 XT be more successful than RX 6700 XT and help AMD grow market share? I think no. But not because I expect 7700 XT to be a bad product. I simply doubt that AMD will manufacture it in large enough quantities to take the market share. Here is why. TSMC 5nm chip manufacturing yields appear to be very good, and since RX 7700 XT uses a heavily cut down version of Navi 32, it does not make much sense financially to make this product when these chips can be sold for a much higher price as fully enabled Navi 32 GPUs in RX 7800 XT graphics cards instead. By the way, I made a video about RX 7800 XT. I will put it on the screen now in case you are interested in watching it next. Let me know what you think about the RX 7700 XT in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video then you know what to do. It was I, Radeon, until next time.